watching my back? I'm strong, I'm told. I'm loving the earth, I'm told. When I look around, I wonder, where's the father of this earth? I still stand and I ask, I look to my brothers and my hurting sisters, and I cry out in lonely desperation. Who's watching my back? I believe I have been made over the man. I play my role well as a protector, caretaker, and a nurturer. You go, girl. I listen to the rhetoric of my dear, sweet black brother, and I fashion myself into a collage of what I heard they want. But when I look around, the decent qualities they say they want, they're not even in the name. Tell girl, who's watching my back? Now, I have discovered that all along, according to the experts, I have been aided and abetting the demise of the black male sex. I did this. Come on, girl. Because there was no man around to lend support. I look into my heart and soul and I ask myself, was I supposed to do this all alone? No, girl. And after all, who's watching my back? I was so busy watching the back of my brother and my hurt sisters, I forgot to let you know that my back needs watching. So I ask you today, who's watching your back? Who's watching your back? Who's watching your engrossed in our own daily lives that we can't see what is happening.
shall be able? Who shall be able? Who shall be able? Who shall be able to stand?
You know what that takes me back? Because when I think about my mother and my grandparents, I think about the time when church was a central part of our daily life. You know what? Come Sunday morning, you was going to church. It was done not you. And even though I fought against it, through the old church, I found love, nurturing, support, when I couldn't find any other place. Listen, praise God.
What does it mean to be a woman? Just because I am a woman doesn't mean I know what one is. I perform the duties that go to make a home run smoothly, raise the children, hold down a full-time job, and still have to find the time and energy to be a playmate. That's what it means to be a woman. Once I thought I knew, but when I looked around, I saw that blacks were wondering what it meant to be black. I saw men in search of their manhood, and I wondered if I even had the right or liberty. Is that what it really means to be a black woman? What gives you the right? I have been told for as long as I can remember that I am supposed to be submissive to the man. I struggle to live according to my socialization, but what right do you have to violate my inner parts with your desires so uncontrolled, your dreams and visions so unfocused? What gives you the right? Does your rights entitle you to all forms of abuses when you are socialized to protect me? And what rights do you have to think that this world is your domain? And where did it tell you my body was a part of this acquisition? And what right do you have to leave me when you don't know where you're going? What gives you the right to think that you can do a better job in raising me than my daddy? What gives you the right? Does your rights entitle you to verbally and physically abuse me while I am still telling you you love me? What gives you the right? Does your rights mean the only rights that I have left are to feel the pain that you have left in place of my pride? What gives you the right? My brother, my father, my lover, my friend. What gives you the right? The rage of silence.
This is my earth. These are my ways. To make it, we must set aside the pains of man, light the torch, come together on one accord, for the future of life is all in the hands of the Lord. Every morning I wake with tears in my eyes, but so heavy is the fear that I would not rise. Just to see my sisters struggle through every day, to see my brothers and fathers just walk away. Together we can overcome the pettiness of men. The future of life is not someone else's job, it's in your own hands. I see blood in the water and fire in the sky. Are your children ever saddened by a drive-by? If hate and envy give the order to fight, then we must. But if there is a war, why must And these are my legs, says I, the pains of man, like the torch in one alone. The future is in the hands of the Lord. Now if the mothers of the earth have fallen to emotional and physical distress, who will raise our children, and who will face the final test? Who will raise our children? Tell me who will face the final
Inside, I watched my father raised by my mother and me as if we were nothing. With my heart in my throat, bolts of light shooting from my tear-swelled eyes that scourged my nose and lips. And I watched my father move down the road until he finally disappeared. I served my mother
for 30 unchallenged years to the best of my ability. But no matter how good I was, it never seemed to be enough to keep her from choosing men over me. So like a good daughter, I shrouded my emotions in silence.
but I cried out to the dark until the river of my soul ran dry as the words of my perfect, beautiful, educated husband rang out like thunder through my being.
I never loved you.
And every day, as my soulmate proved his words to be true, I let a little more of my hopes, dreams, and youth pass into a dark abyss of self-pity, with my sanity seemingly trapped into a state of irretrievable silence. Oh, but now, I awake to a new day amidst the stormy seas, navigating my way through treacherous waves and reefs that men dare not sail alone. Isolated, because I captained my own ship, because I dared to survive, to live, to dream again, because my father was not a father to me. Because my mother, at the interference of men, caused me to pull upon strength untold. Because my lovers wanted to run like wild stallions, dragging my love, my life, and my child in the wake of their trampled and withered wild oats. But I have survived the misogynistic, homophobic, and the self-hatred my brother has for his mother, and the creative, nurturing part of his soul that she was so careful to cultivate. Because I used those dark seeds, that gift of his pain and anger, and all that men could throw at me to find my way back. No longer in silence, but in rage, my soul cries out, why? And as I look upon the sky and revel in the warmth of the morning sun, I know I have become an why do you fear?
Through introspection, it is possible to rise above the pain and find inner peace that inner beauty that women are so noted to possess. Our experiences have taken us on a long spiritual journey. At the apex of that journey, there is God. It is at this point where the true self emerges. It is then and only then that one can emerge a healthy and empowered human being.
Black, strong,
Majestic.
from the backwoods of poverty with a narrow view of life, I embraced the world with a virgin spirit. Unaware of the darkness or indifference, my life, though bruised and battered, reached out yet again. Aflame with hopes and dreams, fortified by tradition, I felt my sanity slipping into an abyss of darkness and ignorance, and all its mates disguised as security. There was an absence, a void. Drawing up from the primal forces of love and light, I concentrated my very soul into a spark. That spark, weak and sick from separation, struggled and found its way back.
The soul, now complete, still struggle for an unfamiliar friend. Freedom, through many ugly and hostile planes of existence, the duality of my soul depended upon God. It was his masculine strength and sense of justice that protected me. It was the sisterhood found in the she part of the Creator that nourished my spirit and the creativity that flows with my life from the cup of my femininity. And now, knowledgeable of the world, yet isolated, separate, yet in touch, a virgin once again, destiny has washed over my body like a towel, warm and wonderful, and it has revealed only but a glimpse of infinite possibilities.
Refreshed and cleansed, I am robust on passion, and once again, I have miraculously been given a revelation. With pride, I rise victoriously, for I am a black woman.
She rises victoriously to new and untold challenges.
Like a phoenix, beautiful and blind. I soar with passion on fire, for the black woman is mystical, sensual, powerful, and intelligent. I am a mother, a lover, a sister, a leader, a healer, a fierce combatant, and a loyal friend. The wisdom of the ages, as well as the hopes of the future, rest within my birth loin, under control, awaiting the nourishment of my bosom. I am the black woman. Like an unknown deity, I have always been here. I am aware of my past, in touch with the present, and I will mother the future.
I am the black woman.
I can fly, but if I fall, don't fear me, help me, for all my encompassing spirit will rise again.
In innocence, in excellence,
In strength,
coming out of the shadows. I've spent a lifetime lurking in the shadows
In a world created by racism, sexism, poverty, and the internalization of these oppressions. Nurtured by my fears and insecurities, I built a fortress within the darkness. In this dark world, pain was a constant companion. But I wore self-confidence as a shield to convince others who shared this world with me that I was not the same as
But one day, I ventured beyond the edges of darkness and beheld the light of truth. This truth came to me through information, and thence I started my journey into the lightness. My sojourn into the light was blinding. I retreated in the comfort of the shadows.
No longer satisfied with the limitations of darkness, I tucked my fears and insecurities deep within and ventured into the light once more. Once into a world of bright sunshine, I found hope.
I found myself. No longer can pain, fear, and shame keep me bound to a world of darkness. As I celebrate the day, I rush into the light, exclaiming at the top of my voice from the depths of my soul,
Watch out, world!
I come out of the shadows
I can't get beyond the fog.
to a place where there are no more unseen strings that keep me from achieving my heights. I reach, but I can't seem to touch. I look, but I can't seem to focus. When I try to push past my present reality, for I hate this plane of existence, there is something I can't see, something I can't touch, that endlessly tells me that now is all I'll ever be. Is it me? What is it that tells me that I can do what I don't know how to do? Where do I get these notions that I am strong, majestic, and resourceful? Who plants these seeds of greatness inside me and then stays just beyond my consciousness, silently leading me through the fog? Is it me? What dark forces reside within me that keep me from thinking, feeling, and making the right moves so that I can claim the promises of God? It is me.
If I didn't know who I am, I'd be destroyed by the anger and hostilities of this world. Would I be that strong and invincible person that so many think that I am if I didn't know who I am? Well, thanks to all the slings and the arrows that the world has thrown at me, I have become. And thanks